Right, okay. One thing I am going to say, is this community? Yeah. Mate, she's been giga buffed. I'm sorry, that's the first thing my eyes go to, mate. She did not have them that size, mate. The fuck? I'm a bit concerned about what's going on with this, though. Dude, what the fuck? Why is she so thick? But yeah, we legit have dummy thick Sable. That's genuinely insane, to be honest. It's not even a set, is it? Fucking hell, you can use this with anything as well. So you can choose to just give her a fucking double Ds if you want. I mean, I've got no issue with it, as I say, like, but seriously, like, she is not that stacked. She genuinely isn't, mate. I main this Survivor. Now, I know Miss Shawn wasn't available in the PTB. There is a serious amount of cake. I'm not going to, you know, dwell too much on that chapter. I'm sorry, fellas. The arse is actually just massive. That's hilarious. She wasn't that big in the show, right? The Walking Dead fans can confirm this. Because I thought she was quite slight in the show, like skinny. 42 gigaroons, ladies and gentlemen, this update for smoke bombs and to get kicked in the fucking face every time a survivor vaults in front of you now. Welcome to the honest review of the Walking Dead video. I swore at the beginning of this video intentionally because apparently, according to the leaks, this music's licensed and they basically just said, fuck you streamers. So we don't have to worry about monetization in this one. Anyway, we're going to do the full perk review, we're going to do the full Rift review, we're going to be nothing but honest. This is a safe space for those of you who don't like all the forced toxic positivity, you know, that surrounds this game. We say it as it is, you know. If things are good, we will praise it. If things are shit, I will shit on it. Yeah, it is what it is. So, we're going to start off, obviously, you know, we've just had the cosmetics spoiled there. Fucking hell. Right, okay, menu is actually very good. I do like this menu immediately. That is a very good menu, actually. I love the way this looks. Holy shit, okay. This is one of the situations though as well, like I've said it for a while and there's been a couple of people who've said it as well, where you should be able to pick what fucking menu you want, you know, because I would actually use this. It's very normal, if you know what I mean, in terms of menus, you know. It's not a pizzeria and fucking flying cars in the background, pinball machines in the sky, you know. It's just, it's something that looks like it's horror, you know. Is that Daryl? Probably not, right? Can't be. Very minimal knowledge of The Walking Dead. My mother is an avid fan of it, so she's probably the one that would be more attuned to knowing about this. My brother's in Christ, the shop is empty. Good fucking start. Okay, right, let's have a look at the characters, shall we? We'll start with Rick. So, we're going to go through the perks as well. Obviously, we're going to look at the models. We're going to do everything. We're going to just review it all in the video. It's going to be probably about an hour plus, this video. Just as we go through, you know, stuff that's been added. The face is actually on point. I'm sort of aware they have got Andrew Lincoln as well to voice him, which is very good. I'm noticing that this has become unlocked instead of owned, so I don't really know what that's in... the point of that is, because that's just fucking visual clutter. But you know, it is what it is. This is very good though. His face is definitely on point, because they've missed the bar on a lot of faces with licensed characters, if you ask me, in the past. Can I view his perks? We can. Right. I did view the perks initially back on the PTB, just before I took a break from the game, because, you know, it's in a very shit state at the moment. And that's my opinion, again, because this community seems to paint me as an antagonist whenever I speak my mind about it, other than being positive, which is what all your big streamers just can't live without. They have to glaze the game, they have to praise it for literally everything. What I am going to say, just before we do go into this, especially with the Walking Dead kind of situation, this is not against the Walking Dead, this is not against Netflix, right? But generally, based on past releases right now, we're going to be a little bit lower on the excitement level here, because I'm genuinely getting sick of licensed shit every 2 minutes, fellas. It's been just fucking non-stop for about 6 or 7 months now of just licensed stuff, and at the end of the day, fellas, I am somebody who if I wanted to see these characters, I'd just go and watch the fucking show. You know, I'd play Alien, I'd play FNAF, you know, all that kind of shit. Give me some original content, please. Behaviour have proved themselves several times, as much as I shit on them all the time when in my videos. They gave us Dredge, they gave us Unknown, they gave us Singularity, they gave us Spirit, they gave us Clown. Clown is a particular relevance to me because as much shit as I do give them when I do my videos in this game, DBD's Clown is actually one of my favourite killer clowns in any form of media, just because of how characterised he actually is and how much of a pathetic piece of shit he actually is in his lore. I like that as a character because it's thematic, you know. But they never really seem to miss with original stuff. But they just don't do it anymore, and it fucking annoys me because it's just lazy. It's like just literally whoring the game out to licenses all the time. But anyway, we'll get on to the perks. Right, Apocalyptic Ingenuity. If I remember correctly, I'm not going to look at it. I've got my eyes closed. You'll have to trust me. This is the one where you can rebuild pallets. Now, in the beginning, because I did do a little summary of this on the channel description thing, you know, I posted it in there because the original video, I recorded it and realised that OBS didn't even start when I pressed the button, so it all got lost to the ether. I actually thought this perk needed to be buffed from the PTB, which was a strange thing for me to say because we are killer focused on this channel. I am a killer player. So originally, without looking at it again, because obviously this is live now and they might have changed things, you would, I don't know what the prerequisite was now, again I forgot, but you would basically get a party pallet. It was a pallet, a fragile pallet they called it, where you put it down and break when you put it down. So basically you had to do, I think it was look through so many chests, again I'm looking at the ceiling, you had to look through so many chests to get a party pallet that you basically had to stun with, otherwise it was fucking useless. So it was basically a case of, if this, I said if this was buffed to actually a pallet, a real pallet, then yeah, it might be slightly viable, but searching 2 chests for a fragile pallet is not viable and will not see play. You salvage what little there is to defend your team. After unlocking or rummaging through 2 chests, yeah, press ability button 1 for 4 seconds next to a broken pallet for a fragile pallet. Yeah, still useless. It's fucking useless. There was a lot of other killer players, based on, you know, knee-jerk reaction when this first got revealed, who thought, oh shit, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, oh shit, the world's ending. It's not, it's fucking terrible. This won't get used. It'll get experimented with, obviously, but there's no point in using it. Searching 2 chests for a party pallet, right, something that you just have to stun with, otherwise it's useless. You're basically serving yourself to the killer if you don't get the stun with this. It's useless, and you have to channel it for 4 seconds, so you can't use it in a chase. So it's it's actually useless. But again, I'm grateful as a killer player anyway, so I don't have to deal with endlessly building fucking pallets, which is what I thought it was going to be. Come and get me. I cannot remember what this one is from my life, so I'll just read it. You'll risk your life to save others. After unhooking a survivor while crouched and idle, press the ability button once to make injured and dying survivors within 24 meters leave no scratch marks or pools of blood, or make grunts of pain for 15 seconds. You scream and the killer sees you roar for 5 seconds. I remember this. So basically, I was going to main Spirit, but now I'm not going to main Spirit because this patch basically just fucking destroys her. Because I am aware that smoke bombs also make an appearance in this patch that will make Spirit unplayable. Again, I've said things like this in the past and I've been proven right, despite people saying, no, you're just complaining, you're just a fucking filthy killer main, all this kind of shit, you know. But we'll see how many Spirit mains there are left at the end of the week. Now that smoke bombs that can literally just end chases with 0 repercussions have been added to the game, and there's also perks like this in the rotation when Iron Will already existed. But in terms of this perk, I think it might see play. It is after unhooking the survivor though, while crouched and idle. Nah, I think this still might see play in Swift. Because it's basically unhook your mate, make your mate silent for 15 seconds. And then obviously you get highlighted. So it's a gentle push towards not tunneling the killers. Basically, that's what that is. It's like you unhook them and then you say, right, come and get me, which is literally the perk name. Yeah, I don't think it'll see much play that though, to be fair. I don't know. Teamwork, toughen up. You maintain your composure under immense amounts of pain. When another survivor pallet stuns or blinds the killer while you are injured within 24 meters, your grunts of pain, scratch marks, pools of blood, and reduced by 100% for 30 seconds. Yeah. A fuck you to spirit, basically. Although it is teamwork, so I think 2 people have to run this. I mean, you have to run... There has to be 2 of you running it for you to get the benefits of it. I think that's how teamwork works. So obviously if you run... I think if you run this perk without anybody else running it, it doesn't do anything. I think that's what the teamwork keyword is. I don't know. I can't remember when it was added. And then we've got Michonne. Now I know Michonne wasn't available in the PTB. There is a serious amount of cake. I'm not going to, you know, dwell too much on that. Very nice model though. Actually very nice. It does actually look like the actress from the show. I'm assuming they've got the facial likeness. I don't know what the actress's name is. And maybe she's voicing her as well. Maybe it might be a full authentic chapter. I'm sorry, fellas. The arse is actually just massive. That's hilarious. She wasn't that big in the show, right? The Walking Dead fans can confirm this. Because I thought she was quite slight in the show, like skinny. I don't know, I've not really watched like more than 2 episodes of the TV series, so I don't really know anyway. But yeah, perks. Conviction. Now, this one was apparently going to be a problem, and I did sneak a little look at the Reddit just while this was downloading, and the first thing I did see was that this wasn't nerfed when everybody said it should have been, but that's a classic behaviour L, as usual. Sometimes one last push means the difference between death and survival. After you've healed one survivor while downed with at least 25% recovery progress, press the ability button 2 to recover instantly. You gain broken, then are downed after 30 seconds. Let me just re-evaluate this one though. So after you've healed one survivor, that doesn't clarify anything. What do you mean? Do you mean healing them at a full health, or healing them off the ground? What do you mean? Or did you just walk up to somebody, tap them, and then you can use this? I'm assuming it means you have to heal them. You have to gain the health state. That's the sensible way of doing it. Because if this is just like literally tap somebody and then it activates, dog shit. Well down with at least 25% recovery progress, yeah. You get broken, then are downed after 30 seconds. It's sideways unbreakable. Obviously, it's better than unbreakable when you're on the ground, but the 30 seconds after broken. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what this looks like in a Swift. So presumably when they go down, after that 30 seconds, the broken ends. Like it's not the 60-second broken usual one. So then they can just be rezzed. So basically you run... Maybe you run Conviction and Tenacity, because I think Tenacity increases heal speed as well as move speed on the ground. You definitely run this with We're Gonna Live Forever though. You have a mate that does, and you Swift. And then it's basically just 25% unbreakable. That's when it is bad game design, because that's going to get abused in that situation. I don't know. I heard a lot of uproar about this perk, but I can't visualise why it's going to be an issue. But I'll probably find out anyway. Last Stand, yep, this is the one where we're going to be getting kicked in the fucking face now because Girl Boss Simulator, it's not a fucking horror game anymore. Even when things are at their worst, your spirit is indomitable after spending 90 seconds in the killer's terror radius while not in a chase. Zero fucking requirement. When you fast vault, stun the killer for 3 seconds if they are within 2.5 meters. So this is basically a guaranteed stun at shack window. Or any kind of strong window, basically. And then it's disabled for the rest of the trial, the only bit of sensibility about this perk. Because if this was not disabled for the rest of the trial, then I would literally uninstall this game. Because that's fucking ridiculous. That said, because it does get disabled after the first use, it's not entirely terrible in terms of facing it. But it still probably can lose you the game. with the way the game is these days at mid to high MMR. Because the game state now is literally in a case where killers can't make a single fucking mistake, because if you do, you'll lose the entire fucking game, and that mistake could come in the form of arbitrary rulebook mechanics designed for people that shouldn't be anywhere near PvP games. Spoke on that before, but you know, it is what it is. It's another stun perk that's going to get abused by egotistical mic munching TTVs that want to make content, basically, but they do only get to use it once, so yeah, you do kind of have to. It does instill a permanent sense of PTSD though for killers now, because you never know if you're going to get stunned at a window, essentially, because there's not really any way to understand if they have this or if they're playing around it, or to play around it, I should say, because if you do try and play around this and you do hesitate at a window to try and dodge it, they'll just go through the window anyway if they don't have it. So there's not really a way that I can see that you can mind game this or play around it. You just sort of have to tank it like the little bitch that killers are these days. So yeah, sure. Teamwork Throwdown. This was the infinitely abusable endurance perk for all the Swift TTVs, wasn't it? You know, the best way to even the odds is to empower those around you when you pallet stun or blind the killer. Yep, blind is the key word there. You don't have to worry about the pallet stun. Other injured survivors within 24 meters gain endurance and see the killer's aura for 10 seconds. This is absolute dogshit game design and will be abused. This is the one that, over conviction, I'd say this one might get used a bit more in Swift, because it's activatable on blinds, so you don't have to go for the pallet stun. The pallet stun's irrelevant. You drop the pallet, you blind the killer, your mate on Discord jumps in front of you, they get endurance, body block for 10 seconds, and then that person gets to another pallet, drops the pallet, gets another blind, then they just endlessly trade between pallets, because there's no fucking cooldown on this either. So welcome to endless trading of iframe bullshit mechanics that shouldn't be in the game already. You know, we've got enough of it with fucking 80 seconds of uncounterable endurance in status effects with off the record. We've got all this fucking dead hard shit that's going on, you know, all that kind of stuff. It all adds up, but they keep adding more of it. But this is going to get abused. I'll put money on it now. It's very abusable in Swifts. But yeah, I think Michonne's probably the most problematic one. I still don't know what everybody's going on about with this though, because they do go down after 30 seconds, so you have to run We're Gonna Live Forever. There's no point in running this with No Mither, because you can just revive yourself in No Mither anyway. I was just thinking about the Unbreakable status effect. You can run Unbreakable with this. I don't know what gets prioritised. It's probably this, because it is only 25%. So you can use this and then get away with one Unbreakable to that 30 seconds. I don't know. Yeah, it's just more shit we're going to have to look out for though. More stuff added to the shopping list of second chances and shit you have to play around as killer. But you know, it is what it is. We'll have a look at the new Rift. We'll do the cosmetic review. I don't know how I've ended up with 500k. Right, this menu's really good, dude. Right, we haven't seen this. It's a night skin. Now that we've just nerfed him, that's hilarious. Who the fuck am I looking at? Is that Elida? That's Elida, innit? Because Felix is here. I don't want to see the legendary. Right, that's fine. I've just realised. Fucking hell. I'm just sat here watching it because I don't normally do that. I don't want to see the legendary. I want to see that at the end. I want to reveal it myself. You know? For fuck's sake. Right. Right, opening skin. Catacomb Wandering. Entombment. Entombment is the thing. So, it is an LED skin. Okay. I don't really know what this is trying to be. It kind of looks alright, but yeah. I need to just accept, fellas, it's just not an horror game anymore, is it? It just isn't. But yeah, I suppose, you know, I don't know, if we were playing fucking, what is it? No, Valorant's not the thingy, is it? I don't know, just some sort of game with fucking spirits and shit in it. I don't know, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly thrilled with the first one. Skins, I will say, ladies and gentlemen, as I say, I'm starting this on a negative here. Skins are my favourite part of this game. I do enjoy quite a bit of the things that BA come up with, but I'm telling you boys, over the past about a year now, whoever's got in charge of the dev team and the design team of this game is fucking just, I don't know what they're on. I really don't know what they're on. But they've been losing over and over again. Like, the community's been designing some of the better skins recently. The Singularity one. I don't know, maybe the rest of it's alright, we just start this off on a bad one. I forgot already what the other perks were. We get an Adam Recolor, I believe it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, nice. I don't know why he's got a mask on though. Again, fucking horror dude. Yeah, sure, he's got a skull mask on. Yeah, I mean it's a recolor, so I'm assuming it's a recolor anyway. I'm sure this top is. The pants must be as well. We got a banner, gold coins, the usual. We got a Wraith recolor. This is going to be the third recolor of this with the theatre opera weapon. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're going to have the character that's literally, you know, your representation of death, you'd put him in the entombment pass, wouldn't you? It is the third recolor of this skin though. I mean, this is a splice of multiple different cosmetics because I do believe the bottom, or the body, is Wax Warlock's bottom. And then this is the Bushman's top, I think it is. I think it's a split, it's like 3 different cosmetics made into a new outfit. But at that point it's not new, but you know, it is what it is. We did Charm, Moon of Skulls, was it? Moon of Skulls, yeah. Just charms, isn't it? Icons, that's quite good. It's quite stylish, that, to be fair. I never really part with anything other than the Jester there. Gold money, gold pot, that's the Wraith skin. Bone tree, new icon. The apples with teeth, that's a disturbing thought. We do have the Thalita skin. That's quite good. Not for obvious reasons, come on. But, you know, it's more... It matches a little bit better on her than it does on Elodie. I think it's the ribcage on Elodie and the spine on the back that didn't really work. It still doesn't make much sense though, as I say, with it being an horror game. Or was an horror game. It does look quite good though, it could be worse, could definitely be worse. It's very clean. It's supposed to be, well, it's not really normal pants because it's got bones down the side, but she does have some pants now, at least. Denim jacket, yeah. That's not too bad, I suppose. We're gonna Jake recolor, yeah, another fucking survivor skin with a mask. Yeah. We've kind of MS painted the spine onto his back though. Fellas, you know, there are a couple of people who obviously, you know, you're probably going to come here and you're going to be like, oh, you're being too negative, you know, oh, there's all this, fellas, it's laser. It's just fucking laser. It's literally, like, this is fucking 10 minutes in Photoshop, mate, you know, like, it is, you know, people need to start striving for better, fellas. You need to start understanding that, you know, they're taking the piss out of you all, and you're defending them for it, you know. But, you know, it's an endless battle in that regard. We get a banner. Deadly Filigree. That's the skull's intricate nature. See, these are quite good. I do like the variants of this, but I'm still... I don't think I'm going to be removing these ones, to be honest. They're still my favourites. Does that light up, maybe? We had the Lunar Lantern in 2018 that still lights up. Doesn't appear to have any kind of flashing effect. I'm a bit scared that we haven't seen the Knight skin yet. If the Knight is a fucking legendary, dude, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed off. It's unreal. Because it did not look like a legendary. We'll get in towards the end as well. Fuck me. It's a Fang skin, this, isn't it? Yeah. So that's... I'm trying to think what that's a redesign of. It is a redesign of something. I don't look too bad. More masks, though. All my buddies hate masks. Too bad. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say, fellas, to be fair. Like, I'm trying my hardest not to just, like, keep saying everything's a bit shit here, but I don't know. It's just, it's not my cup of tea, personally, but, you know, I'm doing a fucking review, so... Coffee pot. Skull in a coffee. That's actually quite a nice design, that. Market it, merch it, get some merch out there. That's the other part of the Jake skin, apple teeth. That is pretty disturbing, yeah. Do actually like that. Very grim. That's the rest of the Fang skin. That's a hag skin, dude. The Knight's going to be a legendary. That's something new. There you go. See, that looks quite nice. That actually looks quite good. It kind of looks like Masquerade Hag in a sense. That's quite good. The only problem, fellas, is the killer isn't fucking playable, so you're not going to get any use out of this. So you're basically getting scammed for these because she's not playable. So it's what it is at the end of the day. Whoa, what the fuck's that? Oh, that's pretty cool. Out of nowhere. Oh, because it's community again. Case in point. Fucking hell! Look at that. It's the community thing, fellas. Is that community? No, that's Rift Pass. Community design thing there, and I was like drawn to it because it was good. Rift Pass, Spider, Black Widow, is it? Skull Arachnid. But yeah, this is quite good though. This is actually quite good. It's just the killer isn't playable. She's just fucking useless. You can literally, she's a 110 killer with no chase power that you can wipe the fucking power off the floor with your bare hands. It's fucking insane. Just because M. Colt had a bad game against some Korean survivors and she got fucking destroyed. Says everything you need to know, boys. Clear as day about this dev team. Nobody fucking listens. That's quite nice. This is these skulls that was in the Masquerade, I think. The loading screens. They're just giving him the send-off for it, I think. Because it's entombment as well, like you're putting it to rest. I think that's what the theme is here, isn't it? Eldritch skeleton. The hints, the hints. Headpiece is quite nice. Yeah. Similar feelings to Thalita with this one, personally. I do think it's not too bad. Does look quite nice. I've just realised something. Am I fucking... No, I'm not. Good. It's fine. I thought I was blocking the picture on my avatar. The skins. But I had to do a re-record there. Yeah, it's a Felix skin. Community again, fellas. What did I say? Give me a moment. That's quite nice. Path of Bones. He's the fucking legendary dude. I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he does look quite good in game, but in the trailer, it just looked like another fucking Knight skin. But he is the last. He's going to be the last skin. Right. I want to look at this. That's pretty damn good, dude. This. More of this. See this? More of this right here. That's fucking good, dude. I think it's the first unknown skin as well. I just want to tip me out to behaviour here, for once, that actually changes his fucking default model for a change, rather than just literally skin modding him, which is what they've been doing all this time. You know, when we released the Masquerade skin, and it was literally just the old lady with a costume pasted on top of And then we released the cats and dogs skin that was blue level and was literally just a green suit that the inside of it isn't even fucking textured on, pasted onto his default skin, you know? This is actually something that's new. So we've actually put the effort in with this one. I do like the knife in the bag. That's quite cool. Because the first... No, it's not the first sharp object, is it? No, because the axe is sharp. But I mean, just like blade-like cosmetic. Does look very good though. Very good indeed. Again, it's your community though that are making better skins. It's fine. Whatever. Eldritch Skeleton. Do be a charm. It sparkles, so that makes it mythic. Ascended. Sure. I'm just thinking if this might be a teaser. Some strange remains. Fingers crossed it's dead. I don't think... It can't be the Grimoire killer. Yeah. Like a little mini version of it, maybe. Because they said they were going to go biblical. And, you know, Eldritch, and they're asking about Eldritch and Cosmic, I think, at the moment. Between it. We're getting some kind of angel, though. Based on the direction it's going. I'm just trying to think if this was like the... They were teasing it, maybe? I don't know. Felix Richter figurine. There it is. I'm wondering if anybody who collects these is actually getting pissed off with this, because you're never actually getting the defaults. You're just getting them in skins now. Rather than it being their actual, you know, original selves. Very strange. Michaela's swing. Won't be a rift without a Michaela skin. Okay. Don't look too bad. Why does it look like this is glowing? Looks like that deep rift shite they used to do where they turned everything into fucking Tron shit. Yeah. Yeah. It's... I mean, if you're going to do a skin like this, Michaela's quite suited for it, isn't she? Because obviously she is a witch, so... Yeah. Yeah, it does match, obviously, with the book out and all that kind of stuff. It is at least believable. The headpiece is quite nice. I'm a bit of an accessorizer and a whale. The headpiece might have some synergy. It's not a set, is it? No. Yeah, maybe. Does look quite nice though. Organic what? Organic architecture. They look like solar panels. Michaela swing, animated Michaela banner. There it is. There's not much more else to say about that, it's just Michaela on a swing. Got the moon in there, that's the same moon as the icon. Cranial spider, that's quite cool. Why do you have to kill her like this? There's your spider killer. Yeah. I might actually use this, to be honest, it does look quite decent, to be fair. With some other charms, maybe. Portraits. Yep, just a Michaela face. We've got a Legion recolor. It's purple. It's purple. Claws of Despair. Not too bad, that. Not too bad, you know. It is a purple banner, or purple in it. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it's a recolor of the Tech Legion in it. The blue mask is a bit weird though. I don't know why it's blue. Context, please. The babysitter was busy talking on the phone. Jerry crept out to visit his feline friend's grave in the backyard. Edgy. Sure. So the weapon's a reskin of November Days, the Frank version. That's Devil May Care, the headpiece, and then I can't remember what the suit's called. So this seems to be what they're doing now, where they're basically splicing together pre-existing outfits and calling them anew, and just changing the colour of the pieces. Basically, that's what they're doing. You could do this shit in the lobby, you know. but they've just repainted them. I mean, the way I see these is they're just sort of clusters of accessories that you can use with other things, you know, things that match a bit more. Because a lot of them don't really have any kind of, like, this looks pretty shit to me, to be fair. But the individual pieces, like the weapon, the body, and the head, everything, if you use it with other things, it might have synergy. They kind of just, like, stitch them all together and throw them in as a package deal, basically. But yeah. Golden Thorax. That is very smoothly animated. Sure. Knight Portrait. Knight is going to be the legendary. Hello, hello. We've got a Sable Ward skin. Yeah, we're onto that as well. Right, okay. One thing I am going to say, is this community? Yeah. Mate, she's been giga buffed. I'm sorry, that's the first thing my eyes go to, mate. She did not have them that size, mate. The fuck? I'm a bit concerned about what's going on with this, though. Dude, what the fuck? Why is she so thick? What the fuck? That's hilarious. I mean, I've got no issue with it, as I say, like, but seriously, like, she is not that stacked. She genuinely isn't, mate. I main this survivor. She is not that stacked. She's usually quite flat-chested, in the grand scheme of things. So we've got dump truck / bazooka Sable into the game now. No wonder she's quite far into the pass, because they want you to play for this, basically. This is the final piece of the rift, ladies and gentlemen. This right here. This is doing a concern to me, though. This weird thing that's kind of meshed very fucking terribly. I think this might be bugged. Because there's a joint here that shouldn't be there. So it's clinging to it. It's there, like there's literally a joint right there that's making the rest of it not move, or move, well, that area not move. And then the top is like, I don't know, looks bugged, that to me. But yeah, we legit have dummy thick Sable. That's genuinely insane, to be honest. It's not even a set, is it? Fucking hell, you can use this with anything as well. So you can choose to just give her a fucking double Ds if you want. That's hilarious. I'm actually expecting this to get nerfed, mate. Actually. They might actually change this. My fucking arms are clipping through. That's all you need to know. My arms clip through it, you know. Because she's not actually supposed to be that large, but fair enough, you know. I'm eating good because when I play Survivor, I'm a Sable main, so this is probably going to get ran. It's sort of purple as well. Pinkish colour, but it's the right direction. I just don't like this thing. I don't know what it's supposed to be, mate. Like, if it didn't have this, and it had just that thing there, peak, honestly. But obviously, you know, with it being community, somebody's designed this, but I don't think, maybe it was their intention, but that, to me, that's not meshed right. That doesn't look like it's meshed right. Like, it genuinely looks bugged. But look at the fucking, mate. Our arm went entirely inside it. That's hilarious. Right, let's stop gooning. Come on. That's fucking insane to me, dude. It is actually the last thing as well. It's a Knight's Ascended skin. Oh, okay, so it's not even a legendary anymore, so we've just given up on doing that as well. Good. Right. Okay. I mean, yeah, the blade's nice. It's not a set, is it? Thank fuck it isn't. The blade might get used. The rest of it, don't think so. There are recolors though, actually, as well, aren't they? They might look better with the recolor. No new animations, no new Mori. End of the Rift. The actual new content, new skins. Pretty shit if you ask me. Yeah, I don't know. I did see, like, I went on the Steam forums, as I say, as we get to the end of it now, obviously, whilst the game was downloading, and there was actually 1 or 2 people on there who said this Rift is really shit. Like, they were saying that it was very underwhelming. I can see why. And we have got this ship for 70 days now. But it is very underwhelming for what's basically an ascended skin. Because this rarity, mate, looking at this, like, it's apparently ascended, which is like one of the highest rarities. So where's the new animations? Where's the new visual effects? Where's the new potential sounds? Obviously there won't be any sounds though, we just know there isn't going to be. And the new lobby animations, you know, like literally every other fucking video game out there these days does for its legendary skins, but it's a bit too hard for us to do here, because apparently it's a bit too complex, or if you change any aspect of killer powers, the player base won't be able to understand that Victor is not a 5th survivor. So we can't change Victor's appearance, you know, because we'd confuse players about this little 3 foot tall, not even 3 foot, 2 foot tall miniature person running towards them. They might think they're coming over to help them on generators. So we can't make skins for him. It's got nothing to do with being completely fucking lazy and, you know, just cutting corners at every conceivable instance. But, you know, it's a bit bad, honestly, fellas. Maybe the recolors might save it. The first ones are going to be red. Which do actually look better. That does actually look better. I do prefer the reddish colour of this. Yeah, very nice. Probably would run this if I was going to run this skin. Red hack version. Again, that kind of looks really good as well. I do think that the red one might be quite good. Again though, she's just not playable. So this might actually look quite good with the Blood Moon arm, actually. If it's not too red. Put Blood Moon Claw on her. Maybe. Michaela's. I prefer the blue one for Michaela. Gotta say, prefer the blue one. There's a little bit too much red going on chest. I think the bones, if the bones were a bit paler, like the colour of his light suit, maybe, it might be a bit better. Sure. Fleeters. That's quite good. I do prefer this one actually as well. Bruh. Those look quite nice. There's going to have to be something changed in the menus though, because I've sort of seen this already with the previous Rift when I booted over to Dredge. There's about 5 different icons for the same skin. In different colours, because it's literally like clutter in the menus. With all these like recolours. They are good though, because some of the recolours that are actually in here are quite good. Yeah. So that's a step in the right direction. That is a step in the right direction. I do prefer this to the main one. I'm hoping for a black one, maybe. Black skull. Black armour, maybe. That's Talita's head. That's the other hag one. That's Elodie again. I don't think you can really save this skin, to be honest. It's just fucking terrible. It just is. To me, anyway. To me, it is. It's just... no. Sure. Yeah. I just don't like the skin, fellas, at the end of the day. We do have a black one. Okay. Looks alright. I do generally I think of gold as tack. I'm somebody who doesn't like gold, both in the real world and in games. I just think it's piss metal. Zero fucking value whatsoever in my mind, but you know. Yeah. It does mean we do get a Black Knight though, which is quite good. I think the main one again, well... the red one's in 3rd with this, for me. This would be in 2nd, and then the main one would be the 1st at the moment. That's good. That is good. I do like that. I do like that. The drift from horror is a bit, obviously still present, but I do like that. It's got a bit of a cutesy vibe to it as well. Not as in fluffy kind of stuff, just girl, as weird as that sounds. It does look quite nice though. I do like this the colour scheme. Looks like big sneakers. in your peripheral vision anyway. Yeah, very nice. Fucking face animations, dude. Christ's sake. I prefer the red one. A bit too much gold. Yeah, threw a bucket of piss over her. It's, yeah. Is this Deep Rift 1? Still 2 more pages. Yeah, it's just a bit too much gold. The red one's probably my favourite so far. Yeah, too much gold for me. Helix. That's right on the cusp of too much gold. But it's kind of not. It's just not very horror though. Again. Skin-wise, nice. Nice, yeah. You know, he's kind of the same as Elodie with this one, to be fair. It just doesn't do anything for me, this. I don't like the whole glitzy glamour suit shit they keep doing. Like, I just... Make them look like survivors, you know, make them wear rags, make them have cuts in their clothes again, you know? A bit of fucking dirt down here, what's he got? A bit of dog shit on the top of his shoe there. You know, a little bit of dirt there on the back of his pants, oh, careful. A little tiny drop of blood there. Rest of it, fucking stored, dried, washed, laundromat, fresh out of it, you know? Yeah, I just... The fucking cleanliness does my head in, fellas, compared to what this game used to be. That's too much gold before I even click on this. Yeah. It's not too bad. They've inverted the colours, though, compared to what I would have said I'd have gone for. Where the black would be the gold and the gold would be the black. Also, what's this? Smoke on his ankles. Fuck me. Is that the excuse of using particle effects to make it a legendary? You know, he's got smelly socks, mate. That's your legendary. Checkered cloth's a bit weird. Very wraith pilled, that, actually. Again, the blade might have synergy, because a gold blade like that might go quite well with the moth skin, that, actually. The Moth Knight. Maybe even the headpiece, actually. This might have synergy with these, I don't know what it's called, the other skin. It was a skin that nobody ever uses. It was part of the first rift, I think, where it's got like, his headpiece is like, got hands over his eyes. I can't remember what it's called. You might be able to mix and match those two with this. But yeah. Not too bad, we've just seen that, we've seen that. So this is going to be Deep Rift 2. Yeah, again, I don't know what it is, but I'd say this is probably the best colour of this skin. Actually. All things considered. But even again, it's really bad. I'm a bit pissed off there's no Sable recolours, though. But it is, yeah, it's community in it, just realised. It's community. Would have been nice to have the Sable recolours, though. Sure. That was the thingy skin, wasn't it? Oh no, Deep Rift. What? Hang on a minute, what the fuck's... Deep Rift? Deep Rift 1? Right, okay. I'd say that's Deep Rift 3, but yeah, okay. No, way too bright. Way too fucking bright. I don't know why you'd use this as a survivor, mate. You're just gonna get fucking seen miles away. I don't know, man. Again, like, I don't think there's anything for me personally that can save this skin, dude. It's just shit. I really do not like it at all. There's so many better LED skins than this. It looks so fucking terrible. Like, it's just... You could get away with this if you took this off, like the bones on a chest and on a back, and just had it as, like, you know, the skulls on her arms. Or maybe where this skull is, put the vertebrate thing there around her arms, similar to how it is on the artist skin, where she's got bones wrapped around her arms. This is just weird. Like, it's just... It's fucking... It just feels really forced. Like it shouldn't be there, you know? Especially on the hand as well. Coming out of the sleeve. Just... No. That's quite nice. That is quite nice. The blue hair is a bit of a shame. Purple corset. Anything with purple on it, boys. It possibly gets run. I think this is second place. The black and the gold one, as much as I said the gold was shit, or maybe the red one. I can't remember now. There is one of them that's better than this though. I can't remember which one it was now. But I'd say this is probably just second, maybe. So I think for this one personally, the base one's the worst one. The recolors seem to be a lot better. But I'd run this and not the blue hair. I'd put a fucking normal hair colour on her. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, I guess we're watching the more. What is going on with your arm? Did I just not clock that the first time? Ooh. Ooh, she's got saggy arms, mate. Fucking hell, I thought that was a texture bug. Oh no, it's like bandages, isn't it? Bandages are off her arms. What is literally the difference between... There is a bit of difference. Yeah, there is actually a bit of difference. It's just my brain's not picturing it properly. I think the red one's the best for Ag, personally. With this. Sure. Wee bit of purple. Wee bit of purple. It's just too clean again though, fellas. I wouldn't run this. Obviously when I do play Survivor, I like to run ragged skins. Because I like to try and squeeze blood from a stone with immersion. You know? With this game now. This looks like somebody, I don't know who it is. It's Saints Row pilled this. I think. Who am I thinking of who wears white like that with a purple shirt? Somebody sprang to mind as soon as I saw him, and I don't know who it is. That's fucking doing anything. I mean, it's nice. I'd probably run this, to be honest, if it was this one. I think I said that about the previous one, didn't I? But I think with it being purple, just for brand, yeah. But again, it's too bright as well, for the same reason the LED one is. Like, you're just gonna get fucking seen with this. Sure. Yeah. Okay, look. It's kind of inverted. I think base wins it, to be honest. It's close. It's close. Quite nice. Quite nice. It's not too bad, you know. Sure. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of synergies, what we could use. The head of this skin, like as it is actually built, like the actual head itself, not the recolor, is quite nice. I do like the head. This, I might be able to use that with something. It's just the outfit itself kind of misses for me. The base one's the best out of this. The actual main rift one, I think. And then we get Knight. The last one. There it is. It's not too bad. I'm trying to well, it's trying to decide what colour it wants to be. Gold Jaw's pretty good, I suppose. That might be a nod to the Masquerade loading screen. They put a jaw on it, like they've stitched a jaw onto it. It was always missing its bottom jaw, the black skull. It was on the loading screen. Sure. Right, well, that's going to be it, boys, for the Rift, anyway. as I said at the beginning of the video, fellas, so I don't want to fucking hear it in the comment sections, you know, because I've done this in the past, and, you know, you get people coming to the comments like, oh, stop being so negative, you need to fucking praise everything, just be completely complicit with all this fucking slop that's being served to you. The gods of the genre have decreed it, you know, all this kind of shit. I said at the very beginning that I'd go into this with total honesty, and I'm bar the Sable skin for obvious reasons, and maybe the Thalita skin, the Unknown skin, this Rift in particular, I'm going to say it's about a 5 out of 10, mate, to be fair. I don't think it's that great, honestly. I can see what some people were saying on the forums about this, just while the game is downloading. It is quite shit, to be fair. They've started not doing legendaries as the main, you know, the final skin. Like when I mean, as much as I shat on the Doc skin, where they turned him into fucking Balloon Man, at least he did have lobby animations and all that kind of stuff. Like, this is, I fail to see in any kind of example how this is ascended. Which I assume Ascended is the same as Legendary. But if they've gone ahead and made an entire new rarity category with this much flair on it, just to say that this is the final skin of a Rift, that's pretty fucking bullshit, quite honestly. You know? Because I like to play my passes and grind my passes for standout skins, not fucking outlines around regular skins. You know? That you don't see in game, you don't see, you know, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, mate, this is a fucking Purple Knight skin. You know, it is what it is at the end of the day, and I'll always say it is. You know, because I know right now there's probably everybody who was on stream is probably glazing the fuck out of this, saying it's really good, it's, you know, it's all this, it's that, it's all fucking best pass in ages, you know, farming the clip content and all that kind of stuff, you know, doing it for the views and just lowering the bar of quality slowly but surely over time, you know. But it is what it is, as I say. For me personally, and I'll say again, personally, obviously it is my opinion, I just think this Rift is a bit fucking underwhelming, mate, to be fair, overall. Again, as I said, even before we saw the Sable skin, that's fucking wild, that though. Even before we saw this, even before we saw the Unknown skin, you know, I said the community carries it most of the time now. We had the Singularity skin in the previous pass, the TV Singularity desktop Singularity. That was really good as well. And I've the body piece out of that, I main it on Singularity now. Because I like the fan in the centre and the burning shoulder, the overheat look of it. But again, there's now Detective Unknown in the game that changes his model. The past few skins for the Unknown, I think the last skin that actually properly changed the Unknown was Bonfire Fair, because I used to main this killer as well. That actually physically changed the character properly. Since then, which was quite close to his release as well, we did have, oh no, yeah, we had the wolf one. But again, I'm talking about an actual Unknown horror-based skin. That's a fucking fairy tale joke skin, you know. It's getting. I'm seeing laziness, fellas. I'm just seeing laziness in terms of what they've been doing in the past. Because they used to. I remember a couple of months, not a couple of months ago now. It had been about a year and a half between that era, where they were putting out skins constantly, both Killer and Survivor, and the skins were good. They were unique. They were really well made. Quite a lot of them. And then we've got to this state now where we're supposedly working on Game Elf, but the game's getting fucking worse because all we're actually doing is nerfing killers, not listening to the people in the player base that actually know what they're talking about. We're just listening to the fucking knee-jerk Twitter reaction to every new killer fucking playstyle that comes about as we nerf things out of existence, and killers are actually the only players that are adapting to what's going on, rather than running around like headless fucking chickens and crying about getting killed because, you know, what is going to happen at the end of the day. But they're catering to them people as well. So the game's getting progressively fucking more imbalanced. We're going into the era now though as well where content bloat is getting very fucking serious. And I do think, even though they won't do this, but I do think personally it would benefit the game for both sides, Survivor and Killer, if new characters going forward, or not going forward obviously, over the next couple of years, if the game's still around, certain characters should be released without perks on both sides, and just have it as, I mean, survivors have just become skins at that point, but it's a problem on both sides of perks. Perks are an issue in this game. That's the reason the game is so fucking imbalanced, because there's too many of them. We had this issue with Evolve. Evolve's revival died because of the perk system they put in it that didn't need to fucking be there, because in the first iteration of the game there was 9 perks in the game's lifespan and you could only take one of them into the game, and it was fucking balanced in that regard. There's too much shit that synergizes negatively in the game, and that's why it's now imbalanced, and it's getting really fucking egregious. But they're not paying attention to what's actually going on. They're listening to the wrong people. I say this over and over again. I get treated like a fucking antagonist by everybody in this game, where I do my videos and I'm playing Killer and I'm playing genuinely frustrating fucking experiences, which in an ASIM, by the ASIM's design, you shouldn't be doing that as the Killer. By rights, the Killer should be the chiller role. It should be the more relaxed role. You should be the presence that everybody else is avoiding. You should still have to work for your win, but you shouldn't be the one that's on the back foot constantly and having to pull back, wrench back games against the supposed weaker role. That should be the weaker role's job, because it's an ASIM, you know? But now, these days, you make one fucking mistake as Killer, you take 1 second chance perk to the face, bang, game's over. Kiss your fucking win goodbye, because you won't come back from it. And that gets worse now as well, because we won't be able to slug people, which slugging was actually what you needed to do. Pressure, but again, because they're listening to all the shit players who are fucking whining about having to spend 2 or 3 minutes a match on the floor because like 3 gens have been done in the first chase, you know, because they can't actually get people. We're in this state, so it is what it is. But again, it's this fucking skin video. I'm going into the actual game. Riffs are 5 out of 10. Michonne and Rick are very well made, very well modelled. Shame about the perks, but you know, it's more shit we're going to have to deal with. I am just going to briefly, what I am going to do, just so I can get this on camera for you, is I'm going to react to the fog vials for you. Those of you who do semi-religiously watch me. We do get to see this new menu as well, which is quite nice. I don't know why Nia's locked in, that's a bit weird. 25 on Sable, so yes, I do play Survivor. But 590k, we'll see how that... Right. Decreases the time to channel a key by 35%. What? Right, hang on a minute. We get a new thing. We'll feed these. Oh, why didn't I lose any points for that? Is that one? Increases maximum fog cloud size by 2 meters. Fucking hell, this is going to be fucking stupid. This. Okay, I just got that blood web for free, I suppose. What we'll do... Broken keys now brown. Okay. Begins with 6 charges. Reveals auras of survivors within 48 meters for 8 seconds by holding the use item button. Right. Okay. So you don't have to run Bond anymore then. Basically, we'll try and pick up the new stuff so I can do a bit of a summary at the end. But I'll get my reactions on the camera for you, because for those of you who want to see this, there are 1 or 2 of you who do like this kind of shit. So we'll see if anything explosive happens. Cryptic map. Press the use item button to reveal auras of all pallets and vaults within 24 meters for 10 seconds. Yeah, there's your windows. Using the secondary interaction creates a beam of light at the survivor's location. So they've combined. What was it? It was glass bead, wasn't it? Glass bead. With a map. I'm assuming this is the map now. Yeah, it's an item. Cryptic map. Using the second, beam of light. Generators within 32 meters of the beam of light are revealed with red auras. 32 meters. Right, okay. So 3 gens just got nerfed even more, even though they weren't even a fucking thing anyway. So that 1 gen that you've got on the other side of the map probably won't be what you hinge your win off now, because they'll just be able to see it with this. Okay. Shit, I actually wanted that styptic. Can I have a fog vial, please? Volcanic stone. Decreases the fog vial cooldown by 5 seconds. That's a brown. I have seen PTB gameplay of the fog vials, and the cooldown on it was fucking ridiculous for what it does. Fuck's sake. I don't think I'm going to have this game on my PC for long, fellas, actually. There's already too much fucking shit to deal with. First theory. Potent extract. Increases the fog cloud's opacity by 10%.
Stay away from the fog.
So that's... opacity is how thick it is. Decreases the fog cloud's duration by 50%, okay. Decreases the fog cloud's size by 25%, okay. So again, it's an Eerie that nerfs it, based on that. So I don't think you'd ever run that. There's probably another Eerie though, if they've done it the same as Killers, where there's 2 Eries. Battered tape, just take it. Increases the maximum range of the map by 8 meters. I don't think there was an equivalent to that, was there? Glowing ink increases the duration of auras revealed by maps for 2 seconds. Okay. Braided bauble increases the duration of auras revealed by keys for 2 seconds. Why is that blue if that's brown? Keys have better effects or something? We've not seen where the purple key's gone yet, actually. Fucking disgusting. It's fine. I wish they'd just get rid of the fucking map offerings, dude. They don't do anything. We've seen potent extracts, we've seen that, we've seen all this. I'm only going to get one of them because I don't think it's actually that good on face value. That's new. Reactive compound. Fucking hell. So survivors have dipped the fucking little fingers into Blight's arsenal now, have they? Decreases the fog cloud's expansion time by 1 second, so that makes it come out quicker, I assume. So it has a time limit on it then, or a spawn animation. Let's see. Can I have a purple thing? There's one. Right. Releases concentrated fog. Fog cloud lasts for 8 seconds. That's way too long in game time. Fog cloud expands to a maximum of 8 meters. While inside a fog cloud, auras are suppressed and survivors leave no scratch marks and make no sound. Recharges over 70 seconds. This is fucking ridiculous. So basically, fellas, if you do main spirit, you're now fucked royally. You can't play her anymore. You literally cannot play spirit anymore because they'll just drop this. They'll drop this free chase escape. This is probably a free chase escape against most killers. It's gonna be a fucking jolt, this, I can see it coming. We'll see how that first game is, eh? I think the killer queues are going to be quite fast though anyway, because obviously with it being a Survivor update, there's only going to be, well, there's going to be a lot of people wanting to play Survivor. Because everybody's going to be lining up to take the piss out of killers again in our horror game. Oily sap, that is new. Increases fog cloud duration by 2 seconds. It's not too much. I've not seen a purple key yet. I'm just going until I think I've seen everything. I might miss a couple of things, but in fact, actually, we don't need to do. Fucking hell, we don't even need to do this. You fucking idiot. Hang on, there's a blue one there. Fog clouds last for 12 seconds. Recharges over 60 seconds. You shouldn't be changing the recharge. The duration's fine, yeah, sure, but the recharge, no. It should be the set timer, mate, for what it's done. I've seen people play with this. I've seen the gameplay of it, for what it actually does. You shouldn't be changing the fucking recharge time. Let me just boot over to custom. It's a bit easier. we should be able to view them in here, right? Yeah. Right, okay, right. So we scribbled map. Let's use the item button to reveal ore as well. Pallets and bullets within 32 meters for 12 seconds. Yep, it's windows. So maps are just windows now. That's all we need to know. Maps are windows. It is what it is. What's the thingies again? Right. Green one. Artisan's fog barrel. 65 seconds. Lasts for 10 seconds. The same size on all of them. Skeleton key is now blue instead of an area. Does the auras of survivors within 64 meters, so basically the map, for 10 seconds. Unlocks. Unlock chests quickly. Chests unlocked with this key have a revealed aura for 42 meters, enabling other survivors to rummage once, and will contain items of a rare quality. So they buff chests. Not changed any of these, I don't think. Annotated map. It's going to just be the same, innit? Yeah, they're just bigger. There's no bonus effects yet. Engineer's toolbox. Ah, right, okay. There's no eerie vial then. There's no eerie items anymore? Oh yeah, because it was only was it? Yeah, it was only the keys, wasn't it? It was only the keys in the maps. Oh, okay. Right, so the blue vial is the best one then. Vigo's for the vial. 12 seconds, recharges over 60 seconds. A minute is not a long time in game. It's not a long time. That's just less than how long it takes to do a gen as well. Well, I did start maining Spirit, as I say, just before we left, but I think we can fucking shelf her now, because we're not going to be able to play as her anymore. But yeah, sure, there it is, I suppose. That's going to be everything, fellas. Switch to Spectator, excuse me. Okay. Yeah. We'll have to see how it goes, mate. As I say, we've got... Whoa. Recent changes to map and key items in the game. Some add-ons have been retired and can no longer be used. Because of this, we are gifted on each player 2.5 million for the inconvenience. Oh yeah, because they've just been deleted, haven't they? Ah, fucking thanks, lads. What's that? 2.5 mil. Beautiful. Get a paycheck at the end of my shift. Right, anyway. That's going to be the reactions, fellas. You're probably going to get the better reactions when I see this shit in game. For those of you who are here for the antagonist commentary. And all that kind of shit. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll leave it at that. Menu's very good. Riff's a bit shit. Survivors, as they actually are, in terms of models, very good, as always. If they're voiced by the original VAs, even better. Well, we know Rick is. I didn't hear anything about Michonne, though. But, yeah. That's going to be that. See you on the next one, fellas.